Hi there, welcome to Heart Explained Therapy. Now, would you like some great tips on how to cure mental health? I've got tips that are free, don't cost you a penny, don't need a therapist, don't need a psychiatrist, don't need to tell your friends you're doing anything dangerous. And these tips basically get you winning the battle. Winning the battle with your mind, being aware that you've got a battle with your mind, which some people just aren't aware of. You see, the mental health that you see existing is something negative, it's abnormal, when it's actually just you're not mastering emotions. And you can't get rid of emotions, that's not the way that your human body works. Now, these tips are simple, I've been using them for a while. I like to, if you're a creative person, you'll just tweak them, and if you do tweak any of them, if you've got certain habits that you use, comment below and tell me how you do it, and I'll happily try that as well. Let's tweak the stuff. But first thing I realised is 5:30 in the morning I have to get up every day. Now, this sounds terrible to some people, and for the first 3 days it's awful. Your mind's just saying go back to bed. But I'm going to tell you that this is the perfect thing to do. Go to bed at the same time every night and get up at the same time every morning, and start a ritual before you even start work. The energy that comes out of this physically, your energy really is in your mind. It's not really that your body's tired, it's your mind's tired. Your mind's not translating sort of the right sort of information to get your body moving. Now, if you do this, you get into such a good habit, you've got energy for like 15-hour days straight, not a problem. You're not tired ever. You'll actually see all the stuff that you was doing before, the sleeping extra, the having a lie, the laziness, the naps, the watching crap TV, the watching of bad information, the eating dodgy food just makes you tired. So these ones are just giving you energy, and this energy is intelligence, and this intelligence can make you solve mental health. Now, I've slagged off meditation recently, but I do have a bit of meditation. Meditation for me is different now. I've edited it. I don't agree with the spiritual meditation. I know people that really believe that spiritual meditation is the future. Netflix have done a program on it. I've highlighted in a recent video that I think that's dangerous, to be unconscious and ignorant and go into meditation. You could go down a rabbit hole where you're not, first of all, any rabbit hole you go through in meditation, you ain't going to come back from. You just can't go back. You can't rebuild your ego again and forget it never happened. So you're going to get a lot of questions that you just can't answer, and you could need more therapy from meditation. So that's my area. But my meditation is slightly different. I suppose I'll have to think of a word for this, because I can't see anybody out there mentioning this specific meditation that I think is meditation. Meditation is you giving all your attention to thoughts and trying to let them pass through your head. So you're basically trying to give attention to nothing. Now, this is important because you're still putting attention somewhere. You're meditating. Now, another person can take heroin to distract themselves. You take meditation to distract yourselves. It's another drug that you're going to enjoy, feel good from, and it's distracting your mind, really, and altering the reality that you're in. Now, what I'm saying about this is, you can do this all the time. Just be present. Just be present in the moment. When you drive home sometimes and you don't know how you've got home because you've had that sort of 60 seconds or 2 minutes where you've just drove unconsciously, you're still functioning. Being unconscious is still the same as consciousness. I don't really believe unconsciousness exists, really. Even unconscious behaviour has to be conscious at a point to know the difference. It has to be in relation with something. So it's important to understand that, for me, when you meditate and you feel good, you've done that around a candle on your own and for half an hour in the morning. When something hits you, You haven't got time to meditate, so really you need to be present, because you want to be really meditating mentally when your ego's being attacked, when you're in a difficult situation, when you're in a conversation that's actually quite boring to you. You want to be in a meditative state really, to really absorb it and take it all in and enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that you're not enjoying it. This paradox, which is again relational. But meditation for me is just giving you attention to certain things. Now, rather than me watching all my thoughts pass by, I enjoy being creative. So that will be my time when I'm writing. I'll write down ideas, stories, poems, whatever comes to mind. You might decide to, that half an hour in the morning, that meditative state might be when you decide to paint. It might decide when you do your to-do list for the day. It might be when you are able to sort of work out a master plan for yourself in that time. Or you may enjoy just a normal meditative state of catching thoughts, because there is a place for that. It's good to train your mind to see how you can handle thoughts and feelings. The derogatory part of I've got it is how it doesn't really come into the world and come into play. You can't go into a cupboard and meditate halfway through a meeting when you're having an anxiety attack. It's just not realistic, and I think this is what meditation does. It gets you used to a habit that makes you feel good, that then it has no good in the situation that you're in unless you've mastered it, do you know what I mean? Unless you've become really good at it. But let's get on to the routine. So a little meditative part, a little bit different. Then I'll have a workout. I'll work out, I won't go too mad, because I'm not going to have a 2-3 hour workout in the morning and then go through an 8-hour, 9-hour shift at work. It's not plausible to really, I mean, have done that before and actually haven't felt too bad, but there's, you know, if you ever pull your back first thing in the morning or do something too strenuous when you've not fully stretched out and stuff, you're going to ask for trouble for the rest of the day. So just, I'm not talking about a massive workout, I'm talking about just getting the body moving. I'll have a hanging machine that first of all just stretches my body out, so I'll do lots of stretches that I'm just, and this is another thing that we just don't do. When's the last time you really just stretched around and done stuff first thing in the morning? These are things that are just getting all your bones and your cells moving in your body. It's really important. And then just a mild workout, press ups, sit ups, little bit of walking on the spot, jogging on the spot, whatever you really want to do. Basically, if you've got an outside area, great. Go out, feel the breeze, wake up. I'll spend 5 minutes outside, and like a dog who just loves senses, you just come alive. Now, this is where I start to drink water, drink coffee. I won't have caffeine. I may have caffeine now and again, but I do not rate any sort of, everything's a drug really, but I don't rate caffeine as something you want to be having too much of. I don't think that's good to really, I like natural. I like 5 pints of, well, I'm not saying you have 5 pints of water, I say like 2 pints of water for me is better than a glass of caffeine coffee, because you want to be doing stuff naturally. You want to be waking your body up naturally, as natural as you can. Then I will have a shower. Shower is such a good thing for mental health. You feel so relaxed. Put a little bit of music on if you can, if you're not going to wake the neighbours up, because it's still, remember, it's still only 6:30 by this point. You've woke up at 5:30, you've done this till 6:30, so when you're normally would be getting out of bed 7, 7:30, say, you're so alive. You've got to jump on everybody. You could actually then sit down and you will get through all your emails for work or whatever you need to do. Before that, you would even probably want to go to work and start early, because you've just got this energy now. Now try these things. So it's sleeping patterns, I talk about it all the time. Meditation I'm talking about. Don't believe meditation is going to cure all your problems. It's going to open a lot of new doors, so make sure you have a background in psychology before you throw yourself into meditation. It doesn't. I know people in meditation who live by meditation, and they are the craziest people in so much pain that I've ever met. And you can't tell them, because they've got a really high intelligence, so they don't actually think they are in any pain. They just defend it very cleverly with psychology, and I just see that they're like, wow, they would rather spend 4 hours meditation than 4 hours just living life. And it's just like, look, you're doing something that's changing your reality. So that's my little bugbear that I've got on meditation. So just take that with a pinch of salt. Remember, I warned you about it. And work out, drinking plenty of water, very important. You've got to hydrate that body. It's been dehydrated for 8 hours sleep, hopefully 8 hours sleep. Do a to-do list, do a goal list first thing in the morning. Plan your day. This isn't putting stress on you, it's just saying, right, I have got 5 goals today that I need to achieve. Just get organised. And this, you never get organised because you haven't got the mental capacity to get organised. So I just think these are good ideas. Works for me. I'm in great mental health shape, physical health shape. The sort of mental health isn't even mental health now. I get anxiety, and within 10 seconds I've realised that anxiety is completely natural. It was called for. I hadn't been highlighted to a certain specific problem in my life, and now after 10 seconds I've got the ability to problem solve that straight away. Not many people deal with mental health like that. They can't. They suppress it, they forget about it, they bury their head in the sand. They'll rather come in from work and have a bottle of beer or a joint, and just, as long as I numb my mind, I don't have to think about all my problems. And it's just not and also spirituality, meditation, that's still a distraction. Be aware of this. I'm telling you things to do to cure mental health. What you want to do is be comfortable in your reality. I'm not telling you how to make £1 million. I'm not telling you how to get a better job. All that will come when you clear all this shit out your head.